Hi, I'm Harish Goteti and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about, not technical anything about AWS, but a very interesting topic on what are the skills you need to become a partner, AWS partner consultant. So there's a huge difference between being an AWS engineer, working as an AWS consultant within an organization, and working as an AWS consultant for a partner, and also the entirely different thing about owning a partner business, right? So these are all completely different, and what I'm going to share today is the key skills that you need to, you know, to actually become an AWS partner consultant, work at a partner, AWS partner, and then grow your career, right? So that is those are things that you will learn in this video, so that if you can decide if being just a technical engineer is good for you, or do you want to venture into the consulting world with an AWS partner. So that's the topic for today, so let's dive in. So solution so sorry, senior partner consultants, like, I mean, I'm not talking about like new consultants, but seniors. If you have good experience with AWS, like say 5 years or above, and you want to get into consulting, you would be considered a senior, right? So all senior consultants have a dual role, right, at any partner firm. The first thing is to serve AWS customers as a partner. So for example, if you are working for a partner, you want to serve, you have to serve your AWS customers, right? So that's the first role that you play. The second role is to help the partner grow the business, so that you grow yourself, right? So when you are working for an AWS partner, and if the practice is not growing, or if the partner business is not growing, you are stuck, right? So you're, as a partner consultant, your role is to, one of the key responsibilities is to help the business owners, the partner management, to grow the business, and I'll show you how you can do that as well. So do you understand that working as an engineer, a technical engineer, is totally different, and being a consultant in a company is different. For example, if you are working as a consultant, AWS consultant, in your in an established business, let's say you're working for a partner, even though it's a partner and they're already at a premier level, they won't, you're responsible for only the workloads that you're assigned, or that they ask you to do. But if you're working for, if you plan to grow yourself from working with a new partner, like who are in a select tier, or you want to start your partner business yourself, there's a huge difference, and that's what you're going to learn. So that you have to be able to do certain things to be able to help the partner grow the business. So let's understand first, to serve the customers. What are we going to do to serve the customers, right? So understand customer challenges, right? So just because you work for AWS, you're a partner at AWS, doesn't mean AWS is the right solution for all the problems the customer has, right? So at the end of the day, every customer is trying to solve their problem or their challenge that they currently have. And our hope as a consultant is really to see if AWS can solve their challenge, address their challenge, solve the problem. And but you should not force the solution onto a customer. So you have to be cognizant of the fact that you are a consulting. They're here to consultant, but you're not gonna push anything on them. So that's really the key. The second thing is, for customers, you're going to define a solution, right? So you're going to define a solution, then you're going to price the solution. Like, I mean, let's say you said, hey, we are going to do this, work with the architect and the accounting, you come up with a solution. You should be able to price the solution, because it is your customer, you are the consultant. Yes, there will be help, support from the management and others, but it is your customer. You know the effort, you know what it takes to implement the solution, so you have to be able to price the solution as well. The next thing is, obviously, I mean, needless to say, you should be technically sound with AWS and able to implement the solution that's taken, right? As a consultant, if you're not able to implement what you design, then it's going to be a challenge. So make sure that you are able to implement the solution. Finally, get feedback after implementing the solution. So after, just because you did the project, you are not done there yet. You have to ask the customer, hey, does this solve the problems? Is this what you expected? Get the feedback. How can we improve? How can we do better next time? Or do you see any challenges with working with us, with me? You have to constantly ask for feedback after a certain engagement with the customer. So these are the things that typically you would be doing even when you are working on in a company, as even though your title says it consulting. These are things that you'll be working on as a consultant in any company. So that's, I think, you're well aware of these things. But now the shift comes, because you are working for a partner, AWS partner, relatively new partner in this case. So what you need to know, or what skills you need to build. So the first thing is you need to know the in-depth knowledge, or you need to have an in-depth knowledge of the partner program. So what is AWS partner program? How is AWS helping partners to grow their business? How do partners make money, or how do part at the end of the day, it's business. Either it is for AWS or for a partner, it's business. So you have to grow, right? So we are helping the customer solve a challenge. How do we make money, right? So you need to know there's so many things available with the partner program that helps partners to grow. For example, market developing funds, POC funds, partner initiative funds, customer incentives. So there's so many things that you need to know to be able to help the partner to grow the business. It's your responsibility to make sure all available options are used in growing the partner business. So that for that you need to know the partner program very well. So next thing is excellent technical writing skills. I mean, there is so much writing that you have to do. I mean, when I say technical writing skills, I'm not saying you have to write everything. It's like you have to have the ability to write blogs, case studies, white papers, what do you call, the implementation guides, and you'll be writing a lot of filling out a lot of spreadsheets, and in order to achieve certain competencies, you as part of the partner program, you have to submit a lot of data, a lot of information to the AWS team, so the partner business gets the required credentials. For example, service delivery competency, or any competency for that matter, or as part of the map programs you have to write a lot. So there is writing, technical writing skills should be really top notch. So that's the second thing. Third thing is in-depth knowledge of all phases of map for migration projects. So MAP is migration acceleration program that AWS offers to all the customers, and when a partner is engaged to help a customer move their workloads to AWS, right? So the MAP program is huge. It has different phases, and each phase has a lot of, there is a lot of activities that we do in each phase. A complete understanding, you should be able to know everything about every phase. For example, the terms like how do you do the TCO analysis, how do you do the ROI, how do you do the migration readiness assessment. So there is so much that happens during the migration phase, like the map program, that you need to be aware of. So that is critical. The next thing is benefits of using every AWS service. The AWS products and services offer a lot of features, but that's not important. You need to know, hey, why do this customer need to use a certain feature, for that matter, for a certain service first, and then a specific feature of that service. For example, Amazon Connect. Why should the customer use Amazon Connect contact center as a service rather than going for another thing? Because it's a pay as you go model, scale on demand. So these are things that will help the business and avoid a lot of capital expense. You have to understand the business benefits of each of those services and all the features within the service. For example, Amazon Connect has something called AMD, like answer machine detection, right? So why do we need that? It's important because I mean, agents, they have 8 hours a day, and the more calls they make, the more sales they make, the business grows. So typically, the call when they call, it goes to a voicemail or an answering machine. So AMD will help identify the answering machine, and if it will only route the calls to the agents if the answering machine is if the customer is available, right? So that's a huge time saving for agents. So you need to understand the business benefits of each and every AWS service that you are associated with, and also the features within the service. That's really important. Next thing is the ability to conduct well architected reviews. So you need to know in and out, about the well architected framework, and you should be able to do the well architected reviews. There are tools, well architected review assessment tools. There is, you need to know how to do them really well, and how to, that's well architected tool or well architected review is actually a starting point for a lot of opportunities for a partner. So I mean, during the when a customer goes with AWS, maybe they did not pay attention to certain things, or they were too busy, and over a period of time they did not do certain things, right? Optimization, or security. That there's so many things that they probably overlooked or didn't have time to do. A well architected review will uncover those things, and we can prioritize at the end of the review. Give a prioritized list of things that they have to do to be able to have a good solid foundation working for them, AWS infrastructure working for them. So your ability to evaluate a review is critical. Finally, business development skills. I mean, you should not just say, hey, I did this, my job is done. No, you should be able to ask them for, hey, are there referrals, right? So asking for them for referrals, identifying new opportunities within the same organization. You did, for example, you did, maybe a Redshift implementation. Now you want to, and you should be able to figure out during that process, hey, what are the other things that we can help them with? Maybe a managed service program, or you should be constantly in the lookout for new business development opportunities within the existing customer, and also try to get new customers to build the partner business. So these are the critical skills. These are the things that you need to be a partner consultant and grow your career as a partner consultant, and not just the certifications. Yes, they're important. The know-how of each of those hands-on experience, yes, that is important, and all of that is important. But if you want to grow your consulting career as a partner consultant, these are the things you need. I mean, engineers we can find, you can definitely hire more engineers, but the very few people who understand the business aspects of the AWS, business outcomes of the customer, and solve their problems. So grow these skills, and you'll be very successful in the AWS partner consultant role. I hope this video is useful, and motivates you to either be a partner consultant or start your own partner business. But these are things that you definitely need to learn, or build to be able to do that. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.